Hello everyone, watch this review here with a look at the Paris Pursuit Baroness from the GI Joe Rise of Cobra line. Now I know of at least one other Baroness from this line, which doesn't have the character in a trench coat. It's more of just a standard thing, but I thought this one looked a bit nicer. Hold on a second and I'll get her out of pack. The Baroness comes with a stand as well as, well, a good assortment of guns, including this sort of high-powered rifle of some kind, 2 automatic weapons or semi-automatic weapons. This one has a silencer on it, which is pretty neat, as well as what looks to be a sniper rifle. Definitely a really cool collection of weapons there. The other thing is she comes with the kind of kiddie bazooka of some sort. Not even really sure what that's supposed to be, although I imagine it's probably for the nanite chemical thing or whatever that dissolves everything. As for the Baroness herself, I really don't care for this head sculpt in that it doesn't seem to resemble the character a whole lot, just because it looks like a good deal heavier. The cheeks are a bit more rounded and stuff. I can't remember too much about the other figure, but I recall not really liking the head sculpt in that too much either, but other than that, a pretty decent looking figure. Not a lot of paint work, mostly just a solid glossy black. The one downside is that you can clearly see the bottom of the trench coat here. Looks like a really different material, but the trench coat's supposed to go all across, so this material should resemble this material up here, which it doesn't. I kind of wish that they would have done a standard body, then just attach this going all across, but I can understand why they might not for logistical reasons, even though it would be pretty decent. By the way, does this character remind you a bit of Carmen Sandiego? If they did like a red color swap, you could definitely kind of see it there. But I'm getting off topic. Yeah, really cool looking figure, a good amount of detail and stuff, even if we don't necessarily have the paint. In terms of articulation, we have a rotating wrist, a ball and socket elbow, ball jointed shoulder. You will notice the little Cobra logo. Unfortunately, the color mix just doesn't really work between that and the sculpt, so it's kind of hard to distinguish. Torso joint with rotation and forward and back. Kind of exposes the joint going forward though. Looked like she had waist movement, but I don't actually feel it there. Now the trench coat greatly impedes the hip joints there. I imagine it equally makes the knees kind of useless, but she has a double pin jointed knee and a ball and socket at the ankle, so if you try to force the joint, it probably will just break. I had that same issue with one of my Storm Shadows. So it's kind of irritating, but she looks decent posed standing, so probably not the biggest of issues. So yeah, this has been a look at the Paris Pursuit Baroness, the GI Joe Rise of Cobra line. Until next time, folks.